client is kind of unclear with their typography guideline, I normally help them to come up with a solid guideline for the paragraph and the headings, because that's really kind of like the issue on the website if you really did not specify the sizes of your typography hierarchy. So in this video, guys, I'm going to teach you my snippet of process on how I come up with a typography guideline for a certain website, and we will use Figma on this, but you can always use other tools if you want. And then there is also a reference or a site that I am using to help me expedite my process in terms of creating a typography guideline. And if you are interested in that, let's begin now. 1, 2, 3. This video, I'm going to use Figma as an example, but you can definitely put it on other tools. It just depends on you. So you can even put it in Canva if you want. So I'm going to pull up some placeholder in here. So let's go to the Lorem Ipsum, and let's just copy some info here and just add something in here. So for the, let's say for the paragraph, I just want to keep on and 16 pixel, okay? And then our font would be Poppins, okay? And then okay, so we're ready on that part. Now, some issue with typography is really the line height and the consistency of the font size of the paragraph and the headings. Now, this kind of typescale.com would really help you to perfect your typography guideline. Okay, so the golden ratio is every size you have should be multiplied to 1.68, but you can also use other, so like augmentation fort or 1.68. that is the basic one. Others are doing 2 times value, but I would like to come up probably in the augmented fort, so that one. So we said here that for this is our preferred font size. Now it's basically what will happen is I'm gonna multiply the font size to 1.41, so that on my line height, so multiply by 1.41.4, okay, multiply by 1.1.4 would be 22.6. So we have a regular size of 16 pixel and a line height of 22.6. Now that will be for my paragraph. Now I'm going to jump into the, I will put some notes in here. So this will be for the paragraph and probably for the heading 5 and heading 4. So like that. Now I'm going to add another sizing in here with the heading 3. So I'm going to copy that one, that Lorem Ipsum there, and put it in here. And let's just grab some few text here because this is a heading. Now what I'm gonna do here, because I will add extra 1 point something or 1.4, this one, the augmentation that we preferred. So you can just choose which scale you want. You can use the golden ratio, the basic one, or I mean the most common one that other people are using, or the 2 times thing. But for me, I'm going to use the augmented fort. So we'll multiply the size of 16 to 1.1.4. So that will be the size of our heading 3. Now for the line height again, I'm going to put multiply that to 1.1.4. So our line height will be 32. So that will be our heading. Okay. Probably can also make that bold, so it depends on you which one do you prefer. And now I will add another extra part in here. So this will be our I'm going to put some placeholder. So this will be a heading 3. So that's the process. Now I think I can also add another stuff in here for the span and smaller text. And since we have a 16 pixel for our smaller text, not span. Okay, this one for be the paragraph and heading through to. I'm gonna like add more stuff in here. I will separate the paragraph part. So heading 5 and 4 should be similar size, but it should be bold. Okay, so it has like a difference between the heading and the paragraph. So that's it. Now the paragraph is the same, but it's a regular font size. Okay. Now for the span, still the same. Actually, paragraph and span, I prefer it to be the same. And for the small part, small text, I'm gonna minus that to 1.04. And still the same in here. It is 16, so I'm gonna minus that with 1.04. So that would be our small text. Okay. Okay, so once you're already done with this stuff, I'm gonna duplicate this, and let's probably add. Let me just zoom that out, and I will put that, change that into mobile, and we will change. Okay, this one. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. By the way, you can use Canva if you're not familiar with Figma. That's totally fine. I just use Figma for every web thing like design. So yeah, this is just my preference. So for the mobile, I'm gonna change the frame to the iPhone. Okay, Pro Max, and let's just remove this stuff in here. So I'm gonna add more stuff there, probably like just make the frame a little bit longer. And for the like the heading part in here, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna remove the heading size of H1 to of H2 to H1. So they are smaller on mobile version 1. They are smaller like 1.48 smaller, so something like that. I hope you get my point, but it's really like instead of making this heading 2, it will be heading 1. Okay, and for the heading 2 as well. So it is smaller for the mobile version, and for the heading 3 and 4, all of them are the same. Okay, and for the paragraph, everything is the same as well. So I haven't really changed anything on the mobile option, but I completely diminished this one on mobile because I think this is too big. You can use this in mobile version, but I just prefer to have a smaller size for the heading 1, and heading 2, heading 3 and 4 and 5 will be similar for that. And yeah, that's my process. Other designer, it really depends on the designer and the company itself, what will be they prefer. But this will be my preference of doing the typography stuff.